Hey, it's more vintage electronic stuff. Welcome to Hack-A-Week. Yep, got some more vintage electronics goodies. My lovely wife Lisa, always on the lookout for cool old electronics, was at a kind of a vintage thrift store thing the other day with a friend of hers, sent me a text and found this. It's a Pentron reel-to-reel tape deck, probably from the 50s. It has a tube amplifier in it. This one is, it's the Pentron custom line, high fidelity. It's the Mercury model. We'll take a closer look at it in a minute. Pentron was around in the 50s. They came out of a company called Sound Inc. That started in like the mid-40s after the war. And not sure how long they stuck around. Can't find a whole lot of information, just a little bit. I'll dig in some more, see what information I can find. I haven't found much information on the Mercury. There are other tape decks that Pentron made that I found info on, but let's take a look at this thing and the tapes I got with it and see what we can figure out. Let's take a look at the goods. We've got some tape here. Got 4 reels, brand new, of Sony Super A tape. Lisa showed this to me in a picture and a text message. I said buy them because they're still new in the box. This is a pre-recorded Herb Alpert's Ninth. If you're not familiar with Herb Alpert, well, look him up. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. And here we've got an Ampex 5-inch reel. Some tape in there. Let's look inside at the Mercury. There it is. I love the signage on all this old stuff. Stereo Magic. And we've got the usual controls here. Got a fast forward, rewind, and play. Got 2 different speeds, 3 1/4 inches per second, 7 1/2 inches per second. There's the red button that must be for recording. We got a volume knob, tone on off. There's the amp, speaker, radio. I guess radio would be radio input. Yeah, inputs, radio or microphone, and then the outputs are to an amp or to a speaker. So I guess to the amp would be a preamp out. So that's probably just line level before it gets amplified. And there are tubes in here. So I think what we need to do is take a look at, well, let's look at the cord, power cord. Power cord's a little stiff. Power cord is a bit crunchy, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, hear that click? That's actually the outer sheath cracking. But we'll try plugging it in and see what we get. Oh, there's some other cord back here. What is it? There's an RCA cord. Don't know what that goes to. Let's see if I can find some kind of manual on this thing online. It's going to take some looking because I looked already, didn't see much. But I think we should plug this in and see what it does when we turn some knobs. Alright, let's see. Wow, this cord is something. I can't even straighten it out. It just goes crunch. So let's plug it in here. Okay, no sparks. That's good. So far so good. And let's see, this is on. I don't know if that's a pilot light or if it lights up when it's in record mode or what it is, or when it's playing. No idea. But it's turned on. I hear a speaker. Hear a tiny bit of 60 cycle hum. Not surprised, probably got some dried out caps in there. And there is a little scratchiness in that volume pot. What happens if we hit play? I see these moving, but also don't see the capstan moving either, or the pinch roller moving into place. So things are probably pretty gummed up in there. That would be my guess. dirty switch there on the record side. Well then, we know it's trying to work. Let's open it up. Alright, let's see, we're unplugged, powered down. This whole thing I'm thinking will lift right out of here. So I'm going to close this down. We're going to flip the whole unit over. It weighs quite a bit. Get the tapes out of the way here. Looks like there's just 4 big flat head or slotted screws. Pull those out. I think that's it. The feet, I don't think we need to do anything with the feet. Oh, looks like there's more screws on the side that hold the chassis in. 2 on each side. I've got another old tape deck down under the bench here that doesn't work, and it's kind of missing a lot of its outer case. It's pretty beat up. Never did do anything with that one. I have to get that out someday and see if the amplifier section's okay. That one's all solid state transistor stuff. Any more screws? I don't think so. I think we got it. Now let's see what's up here. Oh, that's nice. That top just lifts right off. That's good. That'll help a little. It feels loose. Let's just tip it upside down. See if it falls out. How about that? Instead of lifting it out, lift the box off from it. Aha! And there's the speaker leads. Let's pull those off the speaker. Let's set this aside. Huh, that's funny because the front says on the box, where's the box? The box. Front says high fidelity. I thought it said stereo somewhere, but I only see 1 speaker, which is kind of funny. Yeah, stereo magic. So yeah, it's magic. It's not really stereo, it's just magic. Alrighty then. Well, let's see, does this, oh yeah, that motor, it's a little stiff. The belt looks okay though, and the belt is actually like looks like a cloth and rubber composite. How cool! That means it didn't rot over the years. Let's see, looks like we've got a, I think that's a rectifier tube over here on this side. Got a couple of tubes over here, probably the amplifier. But all total we've got 4 tubes, 1 can capacitor there, and a bunch of components on the bottom side, all hand soldered together, and a whole mess of paper caps. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big old power transformer right there, and that can cap is probably the one, wherever it is. Right there. That's probably the one that's got the issues causing the buzz. Alright, what I want to do next is plug this in and see if I can get the motor to work. But I need to plug it into the isolation transformer because I'm going to be messing around with it plugged in. So turning on the ISO transformer, I've got a power strip up here on the wall that's connected to that. I'm going to plug this into that. Then if I should happen to bump anything hot, I'm not directly connected to the mains. I'm going through a transformer. Let's turn it on. Oh, the motor's spinning now because I freed it up a little bit. There it goes. It's making a nice little putt-putt noise. And there goes the capstan, maybe. It's trying. We're trying to go, folks. Let's see what happens when I put it in play. It wants to go. It has a will. It has a will to want to work. Just trying. Right there. Oh my gosh, that is so gummed up feeling. All the grease and everything on this stuff is just... Ugh. Let's try fast forward. Fast forward works because that's like almost a direct drive kind of thing right to the motor. But the... See, it's trying. This is the feed reel, that's take up reel. So somewhere things are hanging up a little bit. Not sure what. There are rubber wheels in here. Let me show you what's happening. Alright, so there is the whole mechanism down in there. And when I turn this to play, you kind of see right there there's a wheel that moves into place on the spindle of the motor, but it's not turning a larger wheel, which is, I'm going to point this out to you here. That one right there, that wheel should be spinning, but it seems to be froze up. And when I put it in fast forward mode, this wheel right here will spin because it engages easily enough. There it goes. So that part works. But I think it's the cap stand drive. That one right there is seized up. So we'll see what we can do to get that freed up. And maybe we can actually get a tape in there and get it to move. So right here is a rubber wheel, and power's off right now, so nothing's going to move. But you can see how that moves into place. It moves up against the spindle of the motor, and it's supposed to be able to turn easily, and I can barely turn that thing. It is so seized up. The grease on it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So getting at that is going to be a bit tricky. So it's behind this plate right here, and it's kind of buried down in there. It's in there pretty deep. I don't know what we can do to get at that easily. I don't want to tear everything apart. I'd like to just be able to try putting a little lube on it and see what happens. I guess we could do that. Alright, we are powered back up. Motor is spinning. Let's try fast forward. We got fast forward. And let's try... It says to play or record, depress at neutral. So you push down, then you go like that, and look at that. It's making contact with the pinch roller. The take-up reel is not a lot of torque on it, but we can probably take care of that. But at least we have things moving. That's better than we had a while ago. Play mode. Drop the tape down in there. All right. Power on. Play. Yes, we have take up. You betcha, and that's free to move. Perfect, just right. Let's try fast forward. No problem. Rewind. We're ready to try recording some shiz. Okay, I got a speaker here that I'm going to connect up temporarily, and got a dynamic microphone, a PVP V7 turned on, 1/4 inch plug, put that in the mic,
Don't know if there's any level control user adjustable. It may be just automatic level control. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn this on and try doing a recording. And like Jeremy Blake's channel says, red means recording. So oops, gotta do that. Push down. Hello, welcome to Hack a Week TV. We're recording today on a Pentron Stereo Magic High Fidelity Mercury reel-to-reel tape deck. We don't know if this shiz is going to work or not, but right now I got the volume at about 1/4. I'm going to turn it up to 1/2, see if it makes any difference on the playback. I kind of doubt it. I think it's preset. So we'll find out right now. Okay, ready? Moment of truth. Let's rewind. And play. And I don't hear a damn thing. Doesn't necessarily mean we didn't record anything. I might have went back too far. A counter would be nice. Nope, don't hear anything. There's static. There's static from the volume pot. Pretty sure the mic was on. Yeah, that's on. Aw, that's sad. I heard a little click. Like maybe that's where I turned it off. Okay, there's other ways we can try this. Wait a second. I was just rewinding and I heard blah, 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 blah. Kind of a weird shit going on. Hear that? Yeah. Oh, that's not good. I just jammed it up. Damn. Crap. Whew. Barely can hear anything. It's there, but it's really quiet. Wonder if it has anything to do with speaker impedance. Because this is an 8 ohm speaker. What's the speaker that's in here? Who knows? Let's try hooking it up to that one. Alright, let those tubes warm up. Now it could be that the amplifier section on the output side has a problem, but going in onto the tape it's working okay. It could just be on the way out that it's flaky. Let's see. No, I still just barely hear it. But it is recording. It is indeed recording. Now this is a preamp out to the amp. So I think we need Audio Man to help us out. Okay, Audio Man is standing in for that amplifier down there that doesn't seem to be working. My old Altoids LM386 box amp for some reason is on the fritz. I'm not sure what's going on with it. It doesn't work. But I know Audio Man works. So let's see. There's a lot of static. I'm connected to the speaker output. Barely there. Yeah, not so much. Can barely hear it. But anyway, it did record something, but it's just not playing it back that well. Thanks, Audio Man.
Well, we almost got it working. The next thing is going to be to get in there and test the tubes and figure out what's going on with anything else that may be bad, capacitors, etc. That's for another video. So this one's pretty much wrapped up. Big shout out to Applied Science and Ben Krasnow for turning me on to the Panasonic Lumix G1. I bought a Lumix GH1, and that's what you're watching this on right now. I filmed this, well, it's not really film, it's digital, but you know what I mean. Shot this on the GH1. I really like the camera, and there's lots of other lenses available for it. That's one thing I like about the whole Micro Four Thirds format. So anyway, thanks Ben for mentioning that in your last video about your first gajillion years on YouTube. I'm coming up on 10 pretty soon. I think I'm at 8 right now, something like that. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and check out the shirt here in the Hack-A-Week store on Teespring. There you go, there's the pinouts. Serial port is dead. Long live the serial port. Not really dead. People still use the serial port all the time. So if you want to buy this and other Hack-A-Week stuff, go check out the store. The link is down below. And be sure to check out other videos on my channel. Got all kinds of stuff to watch. Hope you enjoyed this one. Until next time.